Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're starting off a wonderful, terrible Friday. Guys, days are not my thing right now. We're playing a European Union, a more diverse distribution. It's a map by Simi, and hopefully it's going to be a diverse distribution. What else can we wish for? The landscape kind of feels Mediterranean. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a weird Spain or a weird France. Another day where I just didn't look at the fucking bollard sheet. Oh man, we really need to like put that into our daily lineup and like look at it and understand it before we move on with anything else. But that's definitely Greek, and that says Columbus under it, and Kozani. Now, Columbus sounds familiar. I don't know where it is, but I know we're in Greece, and that's, I guess, pretty important. If we can find Columbus or Kozani, I mean, we have E90, right? So E90 should be the key, which is over here. So now we just need to find Columbus and Kozani on E90, which we're fucked. It looks like it just turns into a bunch of other roads, so it's also 2. So E90 is also 2. Don't think it's going to be to our west. Can it be also to our east? If it's this way, it still is 2. And it kind of goes next to 92. Except for over here. Is this still 90 over here? It still is 90 over here. So Panagana, and then where does it go? Then it goes north. Priona, Giortsitsa, Sitarsa, and it kind of goes over by Grinvera. This sucks. I don't think we're going to find either of these town names for reasons that they're probably way smaller. Haven't seen a lot of P's either. Here's Kozani. Okay. We found one. We found Kozani. That should be to our east. And here's Polymnios. Polimbos, I think I've been calling it. So we're kind of in between the two. Polimbos is to our south, so we're north. So we're probably over here more. Maybe over by Lefkoperta. I mean, that says 4, and that's 4. Could we be, like, over here more? Near, like, an intersection, perhaps? Perhaps? I hope that's what that 4 means. And kind of, we actually end up on 4. We just made our way down to that intersection. Rum does end up with a better guess, but not a bad guess overall. Not a bad guess. I think that's one of our better Greek guesses. 15 points to make up. That's not bad. White divider lines, which is what we're expecting at this point. Double in the middle. We do have the ability to pass. We are on the right-hand side, so there goes the UK, which isn't even part of the EU anymore, so probably don't even need to think about them. We don't have any rifts, so we're kind of, at this point, hoping for some fucking language and hoping that we recognize the language. That seems to be one of our biggest problems. Although we have gotten better at recognizing like Hungarian. That was a road marker. CM 216, 218, 210? Something along those lines. CM, I'm not too familiar with as a road number. Although Italy might be an option. Square 70. I don't think I've ever seen a kilometer sign that looks like that before. That's new. Now we're getting some orangish red dirt. We do have blue license plates, however, they're not the Italian license plate. They're also not the Portuguese license plate, so those two countries, out the window. Orange dirt in Europe? Like, whenever you think of orange dirt, right, you pretty much come up with, like, 3 options. You'll get Brazil, you'll get Cambodia, and you'll sometimes get Thailand. Those are like the big 3. Still no riffs, just in case, you know, the images we looked didn't have it. Now we have 2 images that don't have it. Valor Moso on 2 different signs. We also have Molina, Terzaga, and Chicha de Aragon. For some reason, France or Spain seems to fit. Does it feel like French roads, though? To me, it doesn't, but I don't really know the difference. And would France have these... France would have D roads. There's no way it's going to be France. I think it still could be, like, a weird fucking country. And I say that with all due respect, right? Like, sometimes you get, like, weird Spain, and it doesn't feel like Spain. I'm not saying that Spain's weird, although it probably is. Now, 70 kilometers is what? Like 40 miles an hour? Somewhere around that number? So, I mean, it's probably not a major road that we're on. We're probably maybe even like a mini road connecting 2 villages. I feel like the way roads are set up from the United States to Europe, completely different. Like, I'd expect to see more traffic lights or anything along those lines. And, like, we rarely see them outside of towns. It's wild. And actually, we have an incredible guess. And here's Molina de Aragon. Talk about a wild fucking guess to give us a really good point. That's really fucking lucky. 6 miles off. Holy shit. Alright. Is that yellow on the back? That would put us in Portugal. Looks like yellow. We have another one over here. It's definitely yellow. We're in Portugal. Let's spend the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds trying to figure it out. Sobral and a 5. Which means it's probably going to be a small town. We do have plenty of mountains. We'll come back because that's literally at the beginning. If we can't find anything else. The concern is, I don't know too much about Portugal. Right? Like, we could figure it out by looking at license plates. But the country is then still unknown. Right? Like, we can figure out we're in the country, but where in the country? No idea. Which might mean phone numbers? Might mean understanding Portuguese? There could be a lot of things that could be inferred from that statement. Mountains, I feel like, are more towards the north, because I know northern Spain does have mountains. I don't think we've seen water, which does push us away from the coast, but how far from the coast does it take us? If we could find a body of water, we could place ourselves on a coastline, which would be incredibly helpful. It's just then we still have the problem of, are we north, south, east, or west? Obviously, you can't be in western Portugal if there's water, but we could still, like, be the entire western coast, and that doesn't really limit the distance we have to look. Madeira. Isn't that this bullshit? Fuck. Excuse me. That's concerning. Why is it concerning? Because it doesn't feel like an island. It just doesn't. There's something about this that doesn't feel tropical. We know it's Portuguese, and it says Madeira, which is fucked up. It doesn't feel like an island, so I don't want to guess fucking Madeira, which is owned by Portugal. I feel like it would be a little bit more tropical. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know, I don't get to Madeira too often. And even when we do, how often do I recognize the name of an island? Do we do the play? Do we make the fucking play? We're gonna be wrong anyway. I know we had the lead, but like, I hope somebody else makes the same mistake I do, at least. At least. Please? And it does end up being mainland Portugal. Middle of the country. Is there a town here called Madeira? There is. There is. Which, we would have seen Sobral. We tried to make a play and we fucked up. That could be Spanish. It's Portugal again. We have the Portuguese license plates again. Okay. I guess it's telling us that we can make up for that last one. Watch this. There's the .pt. Watch this one be Madeira. Right? Like, watch this one be the fucked up spot. God damn it. Alright. Looking for town names at this point. It's definitely a city. It feels like a city. It doesn't feel like an island like the last one. Didn't feel like an island. Over by Turismo, which is, I'm guessing, a highway. Tribunal, which looks like it's court system. SE, which could be a church. So no town information on that. It's a weird looking fucking building. Could we guess a major city and get away with it? Maybe. Would we guess Lisbon or Porto? I'm not too confident in either of those, to be honest. Let's head south, right? Because if we can head south and find water, we can make a better judgment. Actually, hold on. That was a cop, wasn't it? That was a cop. Policia PSP, which I'm guessing is Portugal State Police. No town name, from what I can see, on it, which not what I wanted to see. Another police van. God damn, I just can't talk today. There's like nothing here though. Nothing at all. Old school buildings, nothing to our south, so there's no real like source of water unless it's just over those cliffs. Kind of limited to where we can and can't guess. Is it going to be Lisbon? Maybe. Is it going to be Porto? Maybe. Is it going to be a random city like Coimbra? Probably. It doesn't feel like a big major city. It feels like it's a city, but it doesn't feel like Porto or Lisbon. And I don't know if that's just like experience from being in those places. I mean, we keep seeing Vila Real everywhere, which is the royal village, right? So Vila Real makes sense to me. If we return to start, we're on kind of a major road that says Travessa de es Domingos, which we have 20 seconds to find. That was almost what I thought it was. Miguel Bombardo. I don't think it's a major road like this. I think it's going to be like something in here more. But we only have like 2 seconds, so hopefully we get a good guess. Ends up being south. Rum does get a perfect score here, which is great. So this is the Avenue Domingo something. Or we went this way. I don't know which way we went, to be honest. Unless it's this one. Yeah, the Tiesal Domingos right here. Not bad. Our biggest fuck up so far has been Funchal. Guessing over there. Yellow in the front and the back, which gets rid of the UK. It appears we are on the right hand side, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the Netherlands. Probably the Netherlands. Although, Alden and Zwilu, it could be a weird Belgium, but Netherlands makes sense to me. So somewhere in here are these towns. We have Westerbork, Nieuwballen, Nieuw... I can't even pronounce half of these fucking names. Mathagene, over... Yeah, god damn it. Alright, I tried. We're just looking for them on this map, and they have distances, which means we should be able to, like, find them. That was, like, close, but, like, not it. Unless I'm just missing something. God. I'm looking for, like, Westerbork because it's 7. And I'm hoping it's kind of in this general area. But there's a lot of really weird town names here that I have to, like, wade through to, like, find the right one. This sucks. It feels like probably the outskirts of a city. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is, like, the suburbs of something. Although, I don't know which city to start with. So we're kind of just like slowly going through all of them because of how many actually decent sized cities are here. Like, look at everything's just popping out at this point. And I don't know if it's because like I just don't speak this language, but everything is just like, I don't know how to read this. Maybe it's my brain. Maybe my brain just doesn't feel like fucking working today. Could this... I feel like this is new something with near, because it's just everywhere. This sucks. Alright. Down here, maybe? By Breda? Bergen op Zoom. Holger Heide. Haven't seen Westerbrook, which... Is it hurting? Probably. If we could have found Westerbrook, we would have been within 7 kilometers of it. Obviously, we screwed up with Madeira. But, like, did we? Did we just make the play? You know, did we try to do something that nobody probably did? Probably. I mean, I even mentioned that it didn't feel like an island, so we should have known better. But, like, even now, not able to find Westerbrook anywhere. So, hoping for fucking luck here. And actually, not a bad guess. We ended up being 8 miles off. We guessed over by Hoogieven. And Rum guessed over by Reese. Here's Westerbork. Did we just miss it? I guess we just missed it. Not bad, though. 8 miles isn't bad at all. With our biggest fuck-up being Portugal. We had a chance to win. But this wonderful island right here decided, you know what? We're gonna have the same name as a random town in the middle of fucking Portugal. Fuck that. Spaceboy Rum is coming in first place with Wolf Trekker in second. Look how close those scores were. 800 points. If we would have had a better round 3, we could have been first place. KXRT in 4th at 19.7. Taurus in 5th at 18.5. Cedric Tiger in 6th at 18.4. I'm a Ghost in 7th at 16.2. Bo in 8th at 14.8. And then Tin in 9th at 61. Doing pretty decent in the Netherlands. Overall, though, I think it comes down to, like, maybe luck. We got a lot of really lucky guesses in. Right? Like, we got really lucky in Spain. We got really lucky in Greece. We got pretty lucky in the Netherlands. One of our Portuguese locations was really lucky, you know? I mean, we found Villarreal. And then we could have, if we would have kept the middle of Portugal, we would have been really lucky in Portugal as well. But we moved it. But that's going to be where we call it for the day. So thank you all so much for being here. We will have Pro Leagues tomorrow. That is going to be the Rural World and the Country Streak. If the Country Streak lets us play it today. We'll find out, right? We'll find out if that allows us to play anything. But until tomorrow, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.